Hey guys, I'm JanetOnOccasion, and today we are playing another Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. This is another player spotlight for the Everchosen, and yeah, this is Romulandawg. And actually, again, we're sort of doubling up. This is actually a match he had against Atilla and Soothsayer. Obviously, outside the tournament, you know, none of that is going to be pre-recorded. This is... yeah, just a game they had, and it's a hell of a good one. This is actually pretty damn funny, because, guys, there's 2 hell cannons! 2! I mean, you rarely see hell cannons, but Romulandawg has proven in the past that you can make good use of them. So, why not bring another, right? So it's against Bretonnia. It can often be a very tough matchup for Bretonnia, honestly. It can be rough, but it can definitely be done, especially under, you know, such great guidance as Atilla and Soothsayer. You know, you can utilize the cavalry and the units very well. You can win. It's just usually... people can't manage Bretonnia as well as they can Chaos, so Chaos tends to win out, because, you know, I think it's a pretty even matchup, but it's a big skill cap, if you know what I mean? So, anyway, so we have Chaos Warriors with halberds, Chaos Warriors with great weapons, Chaos Warriors with halberds, Chaos Warriors with halberds, and Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Just all armor piercing to get through those, you know, those knights, basically. And also the Chaos Warriors with great weapons, they can help fight off things like foot squires a bit better than the halberds can, but they're still good against knights, and the halberds are still going to be pretty good against most other Bretonnian infantry, which is pretty good. Also, Kolek Sun Eater, a Death Sorcerer, and a Shaggoth. I mean, how? How can you bring all this? It should be illegal. But, hell, actually, it might be in a tournament. I'm not sure you can bring 2 hell cannons, but screw it. This is hilarious. Yeah, this is fine. So, Soothsayer over here. You can see he's got foot squires, and man-at-arms. Oh, really? Oh, okay, just some man-at-arms, bless him. Anyway, he's also got Knights Errant on the edges. It's nice to have something nice and quick and mobile to get those rear charges. He's got some more in the back, and he has a ton of Peasant Bowmen. The Peasant Bowmen, honestly, they're very cost-effective. They're very cheap, and they can get a lot of damage into armoured units, like a lot of it. Also, he's got the Royal Hippogriff Knights. If you'd seen a previous replay I put up from Atilla and Soothsayer, he proves that he makes these guys work against Chaos. He can also really make Lewin work as well. This is quite similar, but a bit different. I think he had a field trebuchet, I think, in the previous ones. This is a bit different. And, of course, he does have a Damsel Life, because you want to be able to heal up Lewin and heal up those Hippogriff Knights, and even the cavalry, and just Earthbloods in the front line. There's a lot of things that you want to keep nice and safe. So, speeding things up, you can immediately see Hell Cannons firing. Miss. Oh, I missed. But that's a quarter of those foot squires done. I mean, look at that. Big, big chunk of their health. And they fire pretty quickly, guys. They fire pretty quickly. And he's using the abilities Boom to add extra damage. And so that's a quarter of them, and now half of them. Well, let's call it 2/5, shall we? It's about a 1/5 of a unit of foot squires per hit. And when there's 2 of them, it's not going to take long to wipe out a unit of foot squires. So there we go. They're on about half health now. And more fire incoming. On to the next unit now. Ooh, bit of a whiff, but still, that's a lot of damage. But you got to remember, these guys only cost 700 each. 700 is not as much as the total cost of these guys. These guys cost a ton. But it looks like they might still get their money's worth. They might manage it. Anyway, so, they're getting taken out. God, this is just brutal, isn't it? I love it. Oh, and now it's time for the Peasant Bowmen. Of course, the Peasant Bowmen, they're going to get routed pretty quickly. You can see they are already wavering just from 1 hit, but all that armor-piercing damage is going to get some work done. And they're not going to get into the front line, so now that all the foot squires have taken a beating, now they're getting close, they're going to get in the front line fighting soon, whereas the Peasant Bowmen are just going to stand back. So you can safely be shooting at these guys for longer than you can this lot. You're not going to get friendly fire shooting at the foot squires, you know? So take out the foot squires quicker, the front line can deal with them a lot happier, and then the Peasant Bowmen get routed off before they can start getting in range and doing damage. So this is great prioritizing of, you know, attacking here. I really love it. So Lewin is probing. You can see Knights Errant. I'm not sure how they got damaged. Got chased a bit by those hounds, I guess. But Lewin is definitely probing. The cavalry is probing. But just so much of this infantry is in tatters. But he doesn't have a huge amount of stuff defending this. So this damage has to count, because these guys cannot be allowed to grind through these Chaos Warriors or to find gaps. They have to get routed quickly, which is why these Chaos Warhounds are being charged in. Kolek is charging in. And the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth is poised to stop anything from sneaking in. He's also having to move up more infantry by the looks of it. Oh, he's pulling back, try and make this a tighter area that things can't sneak into very easily. So, foot squires really suffering. All these bowmen are really starting to suffer. The hounds, ooh, got rear charged. Actually, no, they didn't quite get rear charged, but they were waiting there to get charged so they could plug up this gap, and now Kolek can join the fray. So a few of the peasant bowmen have run away and are still getting attacked, because of course there's a lot of stuff to manage here. But, I mean, these hell cannons, how are they doing so far? 91 and 102 kills. Yeah, I'd say they've done alright there. I'd say they've done alright. So, Sword of Corone was used for Lewin there, so you can see everything is getting debuffed. Just that huge debuff to melee defense is really going to hurt. So, pretty great to be able to just dive in, debuff everything, and let all your other units capitalize. Lewin, he's not only massively offensive. By that I mean he's good on the offense, not that he says terrible things about you. But anyway, let's move on. But he's also incredibly good as like a support lord because of these buffs and debuffs that he can bestow upon his units. He's very useful. So here, a load of cav is trying to just charge this line and just wipe out this flank. He's managed to break a hole in the middle, but of course Shaggoths are plugging it up for the meantime, which obviously is going to work out pretty well. The halberds are having to run in because, well, the cavalry is kind of bogged down here. There's nothing else in the back that can threaten the hell cannons too much. It's really just this side, so he has to get the Chaos Warriors with halberds in here. And now, some great shots from the hell cannons coming into this side and just dealing with a load of these units, but unfortunately, these Knights Errant run in, and now they're gonna push this hell cannon a real long way, which I think is superb. Anyway, yep, Spirit Leech on the Royal Hippogriff Knights, brilliant move, because they don't have very high model count, and Spirit Leech is really good against units that do not have a high model count. I mean, it's best against things that have one model, but it'll do great against things like Royal Hippogriff Knights, and it means that it's a very cheap way to whittle a health down enough that he has no choice but to use a regrowth on the Hippogriff Knights, and that is a big investment. That is a big investment to heal them back up for very little cost to the Death Sorcerer. So that is really in favour of Chaos here. But, of course, the Royal Hippogriff Knights are pretty good. I mean, how are they doing there? Yeah, 6 kills. I mean, that's kind of been by accident. Really, they're here to kill the big monsters. But anyway, Hell Cannons are back in action. So much of the infantry now is broken for Bretonnia that they can actually start defending these Hell Cannons again. And they are still firing at what remains in the back. So the archers are coming back, but the Hell Cannons are back online. So it's not looking great for them. They're trying to get some shots into the Hell Cannon crews, though. And frankly, the Hell Cannon, it is slightly flimsy. It's a big target. If you're shooting straight at it like that, you can often destroy the Hell Cannon, kind of by accident, trying to shoot at them. But anyway, it looks like they're going for a walk right now. So, more Spirit Leeches, just taking out what remained of the Knights Errant. They didn't have a lot of models left, so a Spirit Leech will help get rid of them. Now, though, these Knights Errant have got a rear charge into one of the Hell Cannons, but Kolek and the Shaggoth are poised. There's just not enough distractions anymore to keep them occupied, so it's suddenly way easier to defend these Hell Cannons that are still able to fire somehow. But this side, things are looking a little bit worse. You can see the Hippogriff Knights have charged in, Lewin has charged in, and he's trying to puncture a hole here. But these Foot Squires can't stay in the fight. Also, what was this? Aspect of the Dread Knight. Interesting. So these guys are going to be causing terror now. And they got extra leadership. It might be more for the leadership than the terror in this particular engagement, because you don't want the halberds running away when they're fighting things like the Hippogriff Knights. So it's not bad. Also, I believe they just become immune to psychology by default. Oh, I can't tell. But I think things that cause terror can't be terrified, even if it's just something that imbues terror. I think they become immune to psychology for the meantime. I'm not completely 100% on that, but I think that's the case. So it'll also keep them, you know, it'll keep them fighting, frankly. So Hell Cannon, once again, just a few peasants find their way to one, but then just a wave of things come in to retaliate. It's pretty nuts. But I haven't seen these Hell Cannons shoot much yet. Well, not yet, recently. Come on, let's start firing these guys. You can see these halberds had been chasing things away. Might have been an accident. You really want the halberds closer, but I guess this does leave, yeah, some pretty good opportunity to blast these guys with cannons. And once again, another Spirit Leech, and they are near their healing cap, and wow. Wow, that's going to go a mile. Awesome. Yeah, who knew these souls were so accurate? I think these are supposed to be burning souls. Wow, that was bullseye. Awesome. These guys are terrifying. Hell Cannons are very scary. Wow. Yeah, Lewin's not having a good day. Although, yeah, it looks like the Shaggoth just saved Lewin there a bit. But yeah, this is not good. None of this stuff can really land because there's not enough supporting Bretonnian forces left. And these two are going to react horribly. You know, the Shaggoth and Kolek, they're going to dive on top of them if they land anywhere. And if they don't land anywhere and try and fight things, the Hell Cannons are going to shoot at them. So that's pretty rough. But they are now out of ammunition. God, if only they ran out of ammunition sooner. Wow, another bullseye. Impressive. I'm just amazed these guys aren't getting taken out by a cannonball to the face. It's impressive. I'm saying impressive a lot. Sorry, I'm impressed. I can't help it, okay? I'm starstruck. So here you can see Lewin, he's trying to take out what he can on the sides. And, yeah, the Shaggoths are going to react. I just think this has been fantastic by Romulandawg so far. Just 2 Hell Cannons just seems like total overkill. You think, how on earth are you going to defend that? But frankly, having such heavy hitters as Kolek and and a Shaggoth to defend. And just the heavy armor of Chaos Warriors. You're able to have quite a tight formation, and you're able to kill all the archers so quickly. It's not like you need to spread out, right? You can box up. People aren't just going to shoot over your box into the valuable targets. You can just rout them really quickly. So the only thing that really threaten the Hell Cannon is the things that the Hell Cannon can kill in a couple of shots. So you might as well, right? So here it looks like everything is going on a bit of an adventure. The damsel is running away. Pretty... nope. Looks like they're peeling off, because more units are coming in. But the Royal Hippogriff Knights are almost completely destroyed. They have almost no health. But Sword of Charon has been procced. So this is the perfect chance for Bretonnia to get some damage in. So Knights are coming in. Man-at-Arms are trying to come in. Actually, Man-at-Arms are basically all that's left. Foot Squires, they're coming. They're coming too. But Lewin can get a lot of damage in here. If he can land some hits, he's going to get a lot of damage. Even the Mage is running in. Just a Life Wizard. The Damsel, she shouldn't be running in here. She shouldn't be doing that. And it looks like she's about to get struck by lightning. Nope, nobody got struck by lightning, just the Shaggoths. They live in that stuff, they don't mind. But, yeah, the Hellcannons are done, honestly. They can't shoot anymore, it's just this. But how are you going to stop this? It's mad. So, having another shot at it, it looks like they're going to try and go. Yeah, trying. Nope, they're going for the Shaggoth, they're going for Kolek. Which is a good point, actually. If he can't break the leadership, there's nothing he can do, and the Death Sorcerer's probably run out of magic by now. He has used a lot of Spirit Leeches. But, he just can't get to Kolek. There's just nothing he can do. So I think Soothsayer has basically given up at this point and is just letting the Shaggoths do their thing. But yeah, brilliantly played by Romulandawg there. And I thought that was hugely entertaining, seeing two Hell Cannons. I mean, I'm always excited to see a Hell Cannon, but look at this, 133 and 135 kills. That was impressive. And sure, some of them were Peasant Bowmen, but Peasant Bowmen can actually get a lot of work done in this matchup. They are super cost effective, and they are super quick to kill. So, wiping out all of that stuff, it made it a lot easier just to snipe all of the Foot Squires out. You're even able to get some shots into the Knights, into Lewin, into the Hippogriff Knights. They did amazing work. I mean, look at that, 2 chevrons for one of them. Which is impressive. These guys did a fine job. And frankly, so did all the other infantry. I mean, look at this. I mean, sure, 31 kills. It looks like they got focused down a fair bit. I think those are the ones on the flank that got really overloaded. But 167 kills for these Chaos Warriors are great weapons. There were some great performers here. I was very impressed. So, Romulandawg versus Talaxlan Soothsayer, that was. And, of course, this might be a matchup we'll see again, depending on if they both make it through the first round. So, it's going to be cool to see a nice rematch, not only for this match, but also they were up against each other in the finals, the last Everchosen. So, they have a lot to play for. But also, just the fact that they kind of play together from time to time, I think is lovely. This is a great community we got. So, they're more than willing to do these little friendlies, even if it might be giving something away. But I think we've all figured out by now, Romulandawg really does like his Hell Cannons. So, that's definitely one to watch out for. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And be sure to check out the Everchosen tournament this weekend. It's going to be awesome. So, yeah, I guess that about does it. Have a good one, guys.